Hi, and welcome to the Not Done Yet Movement podcast. And for the month of July, we are doing friendship. Oh my gosh. And you may have remembered from the month of June, my Habibi, Randa. And I think before, Randa. And I think before we were talking about how to say her name properly. And before we get started into the questions, because I'm very structured in my podcast interviews, I think that it's important that we tell people how we met.
Oh wow, it was like destined.
Yeah,
It was like a destiny.
it was fate.
Yes, it was fate.
Yes.
So I was in a restaurant having lunch with my friends,
Uh-huh.
and then I heard like as if somebody telling me go to the bathroom now. And I was in the middle of eating, and I thought, oh my God, I don't need to go to the bathroom. But then it was like I was pressed, like I had to go.
So you felt something pulling you.
Pulling me, like
Yeah.
pushing me, go to the bathroom now. So I leave everything, tell my friends, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. And they looked at me, finish and then go. I said, no, I have to go now.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked, and then the bathroom was just at the entry of the restaurant. As I was walking the hallway, who's entering the restaurant? The diva, Valerie. So she's walking, tuk, 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 and I am like walking opposite of her, and all I see is this beautiful energy with this big hair. And then I look at her and I say, wow, I love your hair. And then she says, oh, thank you. And then I go into the bathroom, and then I hear somebody entering after me, and I thought, oh, I wish it's the same lady I met outside. So, and I look, and it's her, and we start talking, and the friendship started.
So we're potty buddies.
Yes, yeah, bathroom buddies.
Bathroom buddies.
We started like discussing like what I do, what she does, and she said, "Oh, I want you to be part of what I'm trying to create." And
for women.
For women.
And look,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
look,
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, she said, "I want you to be part of something I'm creating." And I said, "Okay, I definitely will be there." And we exchanged numbers, and then we met for a dinner first time, and then we were sitting talking for like 3 hours nonstop about everything. Like the connection was there, like it was destined. It wasn't just like a coincidence. There's no coincidence.
No.
In life, everything is planned by the divine, and our meeting was planned by God, by the divine energy. And here we are 2 years after.
Oh my God.
We are doing what we
set
said
out to do.
we
I'm
would
gonna cry.
in the bathroom, and I'm part of it, and we're making her dream happen, and I'm part of it. I'm so blessed to be part of your dream.
I love this story.
Yeah.
It just took on a whole new level.
Yes.
Just talking about the fact that that was our first conversation, and here you are as
Yes.
a founding member and the foundation of this dream that I had.
Yes, and the first time, you did the podcast, you did it with me. So
Yeah.
whatever we spoke about, even the first meeting we had at the dinner, we spoke about this, and then you said, I want you to be part on this of this, and and I said, yes, I will be happy. But we had to build this relationship for the last 2 years to
get to this point.
So sometimes we have dreams we want to achieve, but sometimes things need to grow slowly.
Yeah.
And for it to come to the point where it's ready, it's ripe for you to enjoy, to pick and enjoy it. So now is the time. So we have to be patient when we want things to happen. Patience and believe in divine timing.
I love that. Oh, this is such a great way to start the month of friendship.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And in friendships, I did an interview recently. Well, it premiered last month. And in the interview, it talked about how making adult friends is really important. And that I've met people that are uncomfortable about the idea of having adult friends. But as you grow as a person, you change.
Of course, my God, you change, we change because our needs and wants change as we grow. Like when I was 20, I didn't have the same needs and wants at 30s, 40s. In your 50s, you want different things. So if the people in your life that you made friendship with, like in their 20s, they don't have the same direction of wants and needs, you cannot stay friends,
Right.
because you're both looking for different things.
Yeah.
So I make friendships at any point in my life, and always, like, I believe that, you know how we talk about soulmates,
Yeah.
and people think only you get soulmates as a man, you know, like as a partner. But no, we were created in groups, and then this family, soulmate family, soul family we call it, that you were created with, they can be parents, they can be sisters, they can be friends, they can be lovers, you know. So it's
Yeah.
not like the soulmate connection only has to happen with a lover or a partner.
Yeah.
It can be with a friend, and then you're destined to meet cross paths, you know, like, you know, we were meant to cross
Because I
that path.
never go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and I
never go
never
to the
leave
bathroom.
usually I go after I finish my dinner or my lunch to wash my hands.
Yeah, yeah.
But I never usually cut my meal in the
And
middle
stop in the middle.
and stop and then just have to go. But there was a
We're meant
calling.
to be.
Yes, because if I didn't go, we would have missed each
And we
other.
would not be sitting at this table
No.
2 years later, creating something
Beautiful
incredible
to share with
to
everyone.
share with women all over the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Look
So
at us.
believe,
Look at us.
believe,
Look at us.
believe that what is meant for you
Yeah.
will never miss you. You will always
Oh,
have, and we were destined to be friends.
yes.
So here we are.
Here we are. Okay.
Sis-
All right.
sisters.
Okay.
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 Yes.
Okay. So now
We have questions.
we have
to-
questions
to answer.
to make sure, because we could go on and just gush about how beautiful this is.
Yes.
Because this friendship means so much to me.
It means so much to me too.
Yeah, like you're there even when you're not there. I feel your presence. I live alone, but I'm not alone, right? And I never feel lonely because I know you exist in my aura, in my world, and it gives me strength.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I'm so blessed I met you, and you've been a great addition, blessing to my life.
Yay.
Yes.
And now we're an addition to your life, and we are set out to be friends with you. So let's talk about friendship.
Okay.
How has your definition of friendship changed over the years?
Okay, it's friendship, you know, it's something magical. I think it's one of the most important relationships we have in our lives. The first relationship you do when you were born, you're um, growing up, is the relationship you have with your parents and immediate family. And then the second one you do is with your friends when you start going to school, and you start experiencing yourself with people around you. So as I grew up, like, I left home very early, like early in my life, in my early 20s, and went to the US. And so I lived most of my life outside of my country. Like, I left home very, very young. And then when I lived in the US, all I had, I didn't have any family members around me, or all I had were my friends that I made over the years, and they are still my friends until now. So it's the family away from home. Your friends they are the one there for you when you're crying, when you're suffering, when you're hurting. And I'm so blessed. God blessed me so many good friendships everywhere I went, and I made friends from all over the world because I lived in many states in the US. I lived in Florida, Arizona, Los Angeles, you know, it's cosmopolitan. There are people from everywhere. And then I lived in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi, and Dubai. So I made friends from all over, meaning I made families from all over the world, meaning it made me see like the different cultures, no matter where you're from, but there's always something uniting us, is this bond, and the things we share, the laughter, the cries, and the challenges when we overcome, how we stand by each other, like the laughter, the dancing, all of this unite us. Doesn't matter where we come from, who we are, but there is a bond that we can create anywhere in this universe, meaning there is no borders.
Right.
You know, we say countries. To me, there's no countries. It's a one universe, one God that is ruling everything, and then unity between all of us. Like, I don't see differences where you're from. All I see is the connection I make. And if my soul connects to your soul, doesn't matter where you're from, I am there to create the most beautiful experienced in my life is this friendship, because
Yeah.
I give so much high value to my friends, like as much as I give to my family,
Yeah.
because my friends are like irreplaceable. Like I
I love
wouldn't
that.
exchange them with anything. Like they are my jewels
Yeah.
in my life, and I'm so blessed. I have so many good friends in my life.
I'm gonna stray away from the question just for a second because what you're saying to me is so important. Um, I've been around for a little while.
Mhm.
I'm not 20 anymore, thank God.
You look 20.
Thank you. But I'm not, and I'm so happy not to be 20 anymore. Over the years, I've lived in 5 countries, and I've met women all over the place. So many of us, and I say us, it's really not me, but so many women create almost like a wall that they don't want to let others in. So the important thing about this community is that we said there's no judgment, there's no gossiping. This is a place of warmth, uplifting, cheering people on, right, and supporting each other. And you have to kind of be open. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be willing. And I think that we want to connect. People want to connect. They want to belong. They want to have like what we have.
We're born to connect because it's one
Yeah.
of our needs. We have
But
60.
how do we let that down? Because, and I don't know why so many women are challenged with other women. It's almost like we feel like we're in competition. Again, not me, but so many women feel like they're in competition and can't let other women into their space. But we need each other.
Yeah.
So what is it that we need to break through? That so many of us keep these walls up. But what is it? Do you?
Yeah, of course there is a name for it. Why people don't like to connect, they build the wall.
Yeah.
There is one reason, it's to prevent pain.
Hmm.
So we all like act from place of sometimes from pain and preventing pain. So you don't know this person when they were vulnerable, when they were children and expressing themselves, like talking about their pains, their crying, how the parent reacted to their pain. Let's say if the child was suffering and was crying, because this is how the kids express their feelings, by crying, by screaming, and if the parent came to them and told them, dismiss their pain, dismiss their suffering and their hurt, and they told them, you're not supposed to show your pain, you're not supposed to show, like, man up for the man, the boy or the girl, why you're so sensitive, stop it, it's annoying, why you keep crying. And if when she is trying to express, the only way kids can express themselves is through the expression is crying. This is why they cry, because they don't know how to balance their emotions, they don't know how to process them, they cannot process emotions. So, oh, this is I'm in this perfect picture of who we are, and we want to show the world that we're strong, we're successful, we're beautiful, perfect body, perfect face, everything perfect, and but don't get too close, so you don't know what I'm hiding behind this image. And then this is the problem.
So how do we get women to like just shed that so that they can connect? Because I want to. This is my dream that I've shared with you, and I want to share with the world, and that's why we're doing all of this is to create a neighborhood, to create where neighbors go to neighbors and borrow sugar, hypothetically, not really borrow sugar, but that you're open enough to receive, and I'm open enough to meet you there. Like we were open enough to meet each other in the bathroom.
Yes.
And just start talking and deciding to connect. And funny enough, when I'm sitting here thinking about that, when I went my freshman year of college, my father dropped me off, left me in my room. It was kind of bare bones. And he and my pretend little sister left me, and my roommate wasn't there yet. And at night, I was looking out the window, but I was peeking, and I was seeing all the people in the parking lot gathering because all of this people were coming back to school, and they knew each other, and everybody was like, yeah, yeah. And I was sitting by myself in my room in the dark. And I decided that was the last night that I would sit by myself in the room in the dark. The next day, in the bathroom, I went in the
This
bathroom.
bathroom is magical.
I know the bathroom. There's a meeting in the ladies' room. It used to be a song. But I went in the bathroom the next day, and I was like, I'm making friends. I had already decided that was going to be the last night I ever spent by myself at my university. And it was the last night I ever spent by myself. I went in the bathroom. I made friends in the bathroom. I went anywhere I went. I was like, hi, my name is Valerie. But I had a desire. And I feel as though we all have desire to connect, but we don't know how to let go. I'm fine. But how do we get other women to let that down and be vulnerable, no matter what the pain is and the chance and the risk of being hurt? We want to create something where people can connect.
Yeah,
So how do we do that?
it's bravery. We always talk about being strong, be brave. You know, you have to be brave to shed the walls.
Yeah.
You have to make a decision. Everything starts with an intention and a decision you make. If you're happy in your own cocoon, you don't want anybody to get close, you don't want to talk to anyone, and you are okay suffering alone, it's a decision. يعني I always make an effort. When I see somebody, I always invite, like I always approach, I try, because this is, I know people, I can read their energies, and usually I come forward and I try to talk to people because this is my job and I understand. But like not everyone, they have this thing. Like I always, when I see crowd, see one sitting by themselves, I try to go talk to them and I try to break this wall a little bit for them to feel safe to speak to me. But I studied that by sitting with people and I understand where they're coming from. Not everybody has the skill, because it's a skill you build over time, how to speak to people. And so we want to try to, if we see somebody that is close to, not give up quickly, like try with this person to make them feel safe. And usually it's trust is built over time. It's not given. Trust is earned. So you earn somebody's trust over time, trust over time by like always showing up, for reassurance that you always be here, reinforcing this belief that I will never let you go. So over time, by you doing this with a person, eventually the armor will start to shed, and the person will start believing that you're not gonna leave them. You're gonna be there, but you have to be patient. It's not like I tried 1 2 times and that's it. Oh, she's not opening up, so I'm done. I look for another person. We have to be patient with each other. We have to help this person. If it's hard for them to open up, be patient with them, talk. And also the person has to be willing to open up slowly, because if you don't crack the door and this door is always shut, no one is going to enter. Like nobody's going to even dare approach you. So it has to be go both ways. Like the person has to be patient, the other person has to be willing to crack the door.
No, I agree. Totally agree. And you know what? From that, I think I just came up with this while I was sitting here listening to her, that we should challenge. We should challenge the people in our community, the women in our community. I think we should challenge them, because this is coming out in the beginning of July. So the month of July is Friendship Month. We challenge people to make a friend.
Yeah,
make one friend.
But also you have to have like a connection. You cannot just make a friendship with somebody you can't connect to.
But you have to meet them to find out if you connect with them.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we live in Dubai.
Have an open mind.
Right. When we live in Dubai, and Dubai is a place that you don't have your grandparents, the aunts and uncles, your cousins, or somebody you grew up with, because we're all expats. 90% of us are expats. So when you go out, more than likely you're going to meet people, right?
Yes, just be open and go talk. And if you click, then exchange numbers, and then try to go for a coffee first. Don't go for a lunch. It's a commitment, or a dinner. Because in case you don't like this person,
you can get away.
You can get away. So go for a coffee first. Talk, for an hour. See if you can connect, and then go for a lunch after, and then go parties together.
Well, we went for a dinner first.
Yeah, and it was like, no, it was a done deal.
We skipped the coffee thing.
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. We skipped the coffee. But I think that this is a really good challenge for the month of July.
To just
at least reach out to make a friendship.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
At least one. And we want to hear about it. Well, connect with us. Let us know if you actually developed a friendship that is going to blossom into something else. Or, I tried. I think that I don't like the word tried, because I always feel like defeated when you first say try. I attempted to. I will go. Go make a friend. That's what this is all about. Okay. The month of, I think we both should make new friends in the month of July.
Yes, I'm here, because
anywhere you are.
Yeah.
Anywhere you are in the world,
always
I want you to make a new friend.
I'm always making. I'm always around people. I see a woman all the time. It's my job. And a lot of my clients became my friends. Yeah. So I'm always open, making new, like in my community, there's always new people entering and they're coming into my life. So my life is so rich with so many people in it, and I love all of them. I appreciate
And
each
it's
one of them.
important to have that. They add to who we are. Okay, so I didn't ask you, but one question that was here.
Okay, we have time, huh?
And
Yeah.
we're about out of time.
Okay.
But it's okay because this is what
This
it
is
was all about.
they
Right?
need to
We
understand.
needed to get to this because regardless of what's here on the paper and the questions that we prepared, the gut said that there are people out there that need to figure out like how to move forward and make friendships as adults.
Hmm.
You know, as children or even in our early 20s, it's a lot easier.
Yes.
But as you get older, we really need people around us.
Hmm.
You know, I keep saying it takes a village to raise a woman.
Absolutely.
And we need a village because as women, as mature women, we go through so much alone.
Yes, the pain alone is hard. And, I see a lot of women, because they come to me, they suffer. Like a lot of people, like I had women want to kill themselves because of how lonely they are.
Yeah.
They are just, there's no one there for them.
Yeah.
And they're lonely, there's no one, they live alone. When you live alone in the house and you don't have kids, let's say, or a partner, so most of the time you come home to nobody and you don't
Right.
have anybody to connect with. And this loneliness living at home can create like a depression or
Yeah.
anxiety, and if you don't have somebody to talk to, so this is very dangerous. And they come, they don't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
And then and can you imagine, you want to die
Yeah.
while you want to live? And I know this feeling very well.
Well,
Okay.
there's so much life to be lived.
Yes.
And we want to assist and support, and we want to be your friend. So, here at the Not Done Yet movement, we're all about creating relationships and bonds, friendships forever and ever and ever. So,
You want to ask your question?
no, our time is up.
Okay. Part 2.
We always go through so much and don't get to all of our questions.
Okay, but is there like one very important?
Okay, I'll
Well,
ask one question. I was wrapping up, but I'll ask one question. But you only have 1 minute to answer.
1 minute, okay.
She has 1 minute to answer.
1 minute.
Have you ever had to let go of a friendship that no longer served you? And what did that experience teach you?
Yes, in 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. So yes, I had many friendships like disappear from my life because my job is to work on my frequency, to raise my frequency and become a better version of me. And so when I am getting a better version of me, if the friend is not matching me, so there's a big difference. We cannot match mentally, emotionally. The awareness, the consciousness is different.
Right.
And then if we cannot be on the same level, the person is not serving your growth anymore. Right. Just pulling you down, especially if they are complaining, and they don't want to change. You try to help them, they just don't. You have to let them go.
Yes.
You have to understand it's good to attract and have new friends, but also it's very important to let go of who's not serving you anymore.
Okay, within your 1 minute, you did really well. Okay. Within your 1 minute, I think this is super important because this is terrible to say, but I feel like there are relationships, even with men, that I might still be going on because I didn't know how to let it go. Like, I don't know how to actually say, this is over. I don't know how to say, this is over. So with a woman in a friendship, do you say something or do you let it just die out?
No, I'm very honest. Like if somebody does something and I don't like, I don't just go disappear and ghost this person. I'm very honest. Yeah, like I don't do that. So I would talk to them and I say, this whatever you did hurt me. Did you do it on purpose? Because I want to know if this person purposely did that.
Yeah.
Did you do it on purpose? Because I don't like how you behaved with me. And if she has an explanation, and then I say, usually I give a chance. Please don't repeat it with me because then you can lose me because I have you somewhere very close in my like in my life, so close. So if you're gonna keep acting this way, you will not be close to me. Like this, I will not prioritize you. I will not give you more of my time. I would just say like there. If you want to stay in my life, you cannot do this again. And then if she goes on and she does it again,
you've already told her.
And I already informed her. And then now what I will do, she will not be a priority. She will not be close. Meaning if she was here, now she'll be here. Okay, and slowly she will go.
But you've already told her.
Oh yeah.
So you wear the big girl pants.
Yeah, I do it. I don't
that's
just
important.
go and people don't know what's happening in my head towards them, because I like everything to be clean and clear. And I don't like, one day I'm smiling at them, one day I'm not being nice to them, and then they have to go question what happened with them. I don't do that. If there's something bothering me, I'm putting it out there. I'm telling them I don't like that. And if you're gonna keep doing it, you're gonna lose me. So, and I, at least I'm giving her, what if she's doing it?
And she doesn't know
she doesn't know she's doing it, and then she will correct herself. If she does, then I will give her. But if she's not gonna keep hurting me, I don't want anybody in my life hurting me.
Okay, on that note,
Yeah,
we're all about self-preservation
and loving ourselves,
and making sure that people that are within our realm and in our closest circle are doing the same.
Absolutely.
Okay,
we're
now
done.
This is the Not Done Yet Movement podcast with my Habibi, Randa. And this is all about friendship. And yes, we are challenging you. Go out and make a friend and then tell us about it. We want to know about the new friendships and have them join the movement in the community, because the plot twist is still unfolding.
Yes, I love this.
Bye.
Bye.